Hi, my name is Savannah Brooks, and I am presenting for my Families and Counseling course, and my program is Human Services. The show that I chose was One Tree Hill. It is about a group of teens and the trials and tribulations that they go through in high school and into adulthood. One of the main characters is Nathan Scott, who is the son of Dan and Deb Scott. Now, Nathan Scott is the star of the Ravens basketball team. And one day before his game, he decides to take steroids to live up to his dad's expectations of him because his dad is really hard on him. What happened was physical risks. He was not focused on the game. He was slow getting back and forth from the court, and he ended up passing out on the court to where he had to be taken to the hospital. Another issue was a psychological issue because his dad wanted to just sweep it under the rug. So he didn't really care that Nathan took steroids. He just wanted the problem fixed. Why this happened was that first, Nathan's dad, Dan, is a classic peaked in high school guy. He was the star of the basketball team, had the girlfriend, had it all going for him. Then he went to play basketball in college, and he ended up getting injured, and that's when everything went downhill. When Nathan was born, he started living through Nathan. Nathan is his mini me, his carbon copy, basically. Anything that Dan tells Nathan to do, Nathan does. He listens to his dad with everything, does what his dad says, never tells his dad no. Now, Deb, Nathan's mother, is never home. She's always all away on business. And when she is home, she never tries to get to know Nathan. She doesn't know him at all. And Nathan just doesn't want any time with her whatsoever, so she resorts to taking pills instead. Another thing is that there are no clear boundaries in this family. Nathan tells his parents where he's going. He talks rudely to his parents, doesn't care what his parents think. He drinks, he parties, he does all of that. What what I think would help them is structure family therapy, which is focusing on recognizing the family structure, and that could help Nathan and Dan because it sets clear boundaries and it lets Dan take a step back with letting Nathan control his own life. And it helps better communicate as a family. Another thing that I would suggest is brief, strategic family therapy. It is designed for children with delinquent behaviors. Nathan crashed two cars and had no consequences whatsoever. His dad just paid off the damages and never gave Nathan any punishment. The multi-system therapy would also work in this situation with this family because it could address Nathan's external pressures, which I think have to do with being better than Lucas, his half brother who Dan never claimed, but goes to the same high school. And they have a lot of animosity between them, and I think that's what causes Nathan to want Dan's love so much, but Dan doesn't know how to love his son. And then overall, I think family therapy would work great with this family because it can show them how to communicate properly and also show them that they might struggle in some aspects, but they need to work on that to become stronger as a family. The assessment tools that I would use for this family is the genogram, which is like a family tree, but it maps out the family's relationships and the family patterns. This could help Dan realize the effects that he had with his father and how it's affecting Nathan now. Because what happened with Dan is exactly what he's doing to Nathan. Dan's dad was very hard on him, criticized everything he did, didn't know how to properly parent his son, And now Dan's doing the same thing to Nathan because that's all he knows. So this could kind of help map everything out and kind of help Dan see where his trauma lies and help him through it. The Family Assessment Device, the FAD, is another assessment that I would use because it evaluates of the family's functioning with the behaviors, problem solving, and the emotional involvement. The Scott family doesn't really know how to be a family, in my opinion. They are always fighting, arguing, blaming each other. There's always some drama going on. It's never a peaceful day. And and they just need to learn how to better communicate with one another and learn how to be a family because with them being gone so much they never really found a way to bond as a family. The challenges that I can see with this is that first, the reluctance to change. Dan is very high strung and wants it his way and wants to just sweep stuff under the rug. So I don't see him wanting to change. I think that he would just want to cover up the family's problems. Blame and the defensiveness is another thing that I would say would be a challenge in family therapy with them because they don't take accountability for anything that they done. Dan blames Deb for never being around when Nathan was born, and Deb blames Dan for being too hard on Nathan. Nathan is now stuck in the middle, doesn't want to choose his parent between his parents, but his parents are making him choose, and he doesn't know which way to go. So this could help. So that's what I kind of see being a challenge. Communication issues is also a big issue. This family does not know how to communicate, and that's going to be a big problem with family therapy because they just don't know how to talk with each other without being rude. This show really showed me what it's like to be in a classic dysfunctional family environment where you have two parents who just don't know how to parent right. They love their son, but because of everything that they went through in their past, they passed it on to their son. And now their son is paying the price for it. Now, as Nathan got older, he actually changed and turned into an amazing guy, and he actually became a professional basketball player in the show. And got married and had two kids and broke the cycle that way. He broke the generational cycle to where he is there for his kids more than Dana and Deb were for him. The local resources that I used for my project were the families of Treasure Coast. They provide family counseling services and help improve communications in families. Children's Services Council is another resource I used. It offers programs and services to support children and their families, including counseling and educational resources. And the Inner Truth Project as well. It helps individuals and families work through trauma and emotional support. And the resources that I used for my project were Therapist Aid, Therapist Helper, and our textbook. Thank you guys so much for listening in, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day.